Star Wars changed cinema forever, but right now, it's Dune that's showing us what true sci-fi excellence looks like. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what Star Wars can learn from Dune, from its powerful character writing, its breathtaking scale, and its total commitment to story over brand politics and merchandise. Because here's the truth, Dune feels like the Star Wars we all thought we'd be getting by now. But what happens when you compare them side by side? And imagine if Lucasfilm actually followed the same blueprint. Let's go back to where their paths first connected. Most people don't realise this, but Star Wars wouldn't have existed without Dune. And understanding that connection is the key to understanding where Star Wars began to drift. George Lucas openly admitted he pulled from Frank Herbert's universe, from the desert planet of Arrakis, inspiring Tatooine, to the concept of a chosen one, rising from a galactic power struggle. But here's the difference. Dune kept evolving that source material with maturity and mythic weight, while Star Wars slowly drifted away from its own foundation. And that's where things began to split, because from that point on, their philosophies evolved in completely opposite directions. Dune understands something Star Wars has forgotten. The audiences don't just want a hero, they want a destined figure with moral gravity. Paul Atreides isn't just powerful, he carries fear, prophecy, consequence. He isn't written to be relatable, he's written to be legendary. Modern Star Wars, especially since the Disney era, has struggled here, and this is exactly where audiences started to emotionally disconnect. Characters like Rey were full of potential, but felt rushed, underdeveloped, and designed more for brand identity than legacy. But the brilliance of Paul in Dune proves audiences are still hungry for complexity, not perfection, and that opens the door to hope, because Star Wars once mastered this exact storytelling philosophy. Dune treats every frame like mythological art. The scale, the silence, the sense of awe. It feels dangerous, holy, ancient. And while Star Wars sequels looked visually stunning, many of the recent Disney Plus projects have lost that cinematic soul. Sets that feel small, lighting that looks flat, costume design that feels mass-produced. Star Wars used to show us galaxies we'd never imagined. Now, too often, it shows us safe, content-driven output. But here's where it gets exciting. The global success of Dune proves something vital. You can win mainstream audiences with serious, grounded, visually majestic sci-fi. The appetite is there. Here's the core difference. Dune is made like film art. There's no fear of polarizing people, no direction made to protect merchandise, no corporate caution. Modern Star Wars has too often felt like it's written by a boardroom. PR safe, brand approved, merchandise prioritized. Even John Boyega has admitted his character was abandoned for commercial reasons. And he was right. Dune doesn't chase trends, it commits to myth and consequence above everything. And Star Wars once did that too, which means it can again. Star Wars has always been proud of discovering young talent. Leia, Luke, Han, Anakin, Rey, largely unknowns becoming icons. But in today's entertainment landscape, with trust fading, there's huge value in anchoring Star Wars with A-list dramatic power. Dune brought in Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, Florence Pugh, not just celebrities, elite actors and actresses. The fact that Lucasfilm has Ryan Gosling coming next is a strong step forwards. But imagine a future era led by someone like Timothée Chalamet once Dune concludes. Star power and mythic character development together would immediately restore global cultural gravity towards Star Wars. So what can Star Wars learn right now from Dune's success? Commit to myth over merchandise. Write flawed, destined characters, not perfect avatars. Bring back visual awe, not just safe content. Let the story lead, not PR or business decks. And cast with dramatic power, not safety. This isn't about copying Dune, it's about rediscovering Star Wars' original DNA, because the truth is, the heart of Star Wars never lost. It's just waiting for filmmakers to be brave enough to honour it again. If Lucasfilm embraces that vision, Star Wars can absolutely rise again, and Dune might just be the reminder that Star Wars needed. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, then check out our recent video where we discussed what Star Wars can learn from Andor. And hit subscribe so you never miss another Star Wars discussion.